Shocking death. A former Northside basketball standout dies on the court. Good evening. I'm Heather Herron.
I'm Mark Mellinger. Jeron Lewis was a senior playing for the University of Southern Indiana.
During last night's basketball game in Kentucky, Lewis suddenly collapsed. News Channel 15's Glenn Marini joins us now with details on what happened.
Yeah, guys, there were just 4 minutes left in last night's game in Kentucky. Lewis was motionless as medics and trainers rushed to his side. He was taken to the hospital where he died. Preliminary autopsy results show that he may have died from a heart condition. He had an enlarged heart, but further testing will be done over the next couple of weeks. Witnesses say Lewis hit his head on the court during the fall. A spokesman for USI's athletic department remembers Lewis as a young man with a great sense of humor who had a soft touch with kids. The school's president, Linda Bennett, released this statement. The university community is heartbroken with the passing of this outstanding young man. Jeron was an excellent example of a student-athlete who strove to be the best that he could. Our prayers are with Jeron's family in their time of need. Coach Rodney Watson reflects on Jeron's personality.
Jeron is our personality. He is Baloo in Jungle Book. He's the guy that will walk into the gym and say something to you that will just make you laugh. And every one of us will have a story to tell, many stories to tell, and that's how I personally remember him.
The team is taking the weekend off. Saturdays and Mondays games are canceled. And right now, News Channel 15's Drew Blair continues our team coverage. She joins us live in Studio 15 with reaction from those who knew Jeron best.
Well, Glenn, the sudden loss of Jeron Lewis is having a big impact at Northside High School. We caught up with several members of the school's basketball community who remember Lewis for more than his contributions on the court.
He's going to be sorely missed, obviously, by his immediate family, but also by his Northside family.
Jeron Lewis left a lasting impression on those he touched while at Northside High School, not only through his athletic accolades, but through the person he was.
Jeron was one of those great men.
Even as a peer, you looked up to Jeron almost like a role model. And
former teammates and coaches remember the 2006 grad as a talented, focused, and caring young man.
He was an overcomer. You know, he overcame a lot of obstacles, and he was very likable, easy to coach.
Some of those that knew Lewis best during his time here at Northside say that on and off the court, the size of his heart matched his stature.
He was probably the most caring, 6'7", however much he weighed, intimidating in stature, but just the biggest heart, most caring.
After leading the state in rebounding and his team to a sectional championship, Lewis seemed to find a home at Southern Indiana. He lost 30 pounds this summer and was in the best shape of his life and playing the best basketball of his life.
You can't question why things happen. Jeron died doing what he loved to do. He was having tremendous success.
Just last month, Lewis celebrated the birth of his first child, Jamel, and he was engaged to be married. Loved ones say it was a full, exciting life taken much too soon.
He had established himself as being just a fine person, as well as a fine basketball player, and to be snuffed out at age 21, when everything's in front of you, that's tough to grab hold of.
Northside High School's boys basketball team will take the court tonight, dedicating its game against Elmhurst to Jeron Lewis. His former coach, Mike Novell, plans to wear the big man's old jersey during the game. The school will also honor Lewis with a moment of silence before the game. Drew Blair, News Channel 15.